Live from the basement of the Pentagon. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Come on out, 1965, them boys were called upon. Some fist-fighting cowboys in them jungles of Vietnam. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Yeah, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double-cross me. 19 years old, doing the bidding for Uncle Sam. Desert boots strapped on my feet, machine gun in my head. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. Come on now. Strapped across my fist, 800 more, and I'm gonna pluck one in your chest. I'm an airborne man, baby. Drop me anywhere you please. Y'all, I'm one mean motherfucker. Don't you never double cross me. I'm a mean motherfucker, so don't you never double cross me.
You can blame it on me. Blame it on me. Tell all your friends, tell your church, tell the town how all I did was break you down. When you close your eyes at night, you know I'm gone, gone, gone. Can blame it on me. Blame it on me. Tear down every wall.
Wear a condom? We're in Fayetteville. No one gets STDs here.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
Please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, there he is.
Hi, everybody.
Hey, we got the cameras working, we got audio working, we got everything working tonight. And
I'm knocking on wood right now before something goes.
Yep, because I mean, it was like as soon as you were like go. Usually we have like problems with your audio or my audio or fucking something, and it was just like no.
It was nothing.
Everything's gonna work tonight.
All by myself because I'm streaming in my new office. Well, I mean it's not new, but since I'm moving, I just don't want the mess at the house and back and forth, and so I decided I'm going to stream from the office until I get moved into the new house.
Right. King said, "Oh snap! Everything working well. Let me send a bat signal to glitch something." Right? That's usually how this whole thing fucking works. I tell you what. I'll throw out what's not working, and I'm not even saying that to be shitty, but our guest had to cancel tonight. We were anticipating to have John Rich from the country duo Big and Rich on tonight, and we got word a couple of hours ago that he had to postpone. Hopefully reschedule with us. And when we know, you will know. We'll just put it that way. So, but hey, things like that happen, and it seems like the bigger the name, the more they have going on.
Oh, for sure.
And definitely. So, yep, I'm not even mad about it. So I hope whatever he's got going on, He does great, and I'm sure we'll get a chance. So, but yeah, everyone, thanks for being here. King Smith, thanks for being here, buddy. I was on his show the other night for a little bit talking about Caitlin Clark. You were gone last week. I went on a little radar rant about the old
vacation.
Yeah.
So
But we used to do that a lot of time. We used to bounce around. I remember that used to be like the thing. When you started as a co-host, you co-hosted on like all of the shows.
Yeah.
And I kind of miss like bouncing around a little bit because I just kind of feel like I don't know. I love our show. I think we got a good thing going. But sometimes it's just nice to just for me being the host. Sometimes it's just nice to kick back and like log on and just go. You know what I mean? Like
hey, I'm here with you. What you want? What you saying?
Yep. What you need me to do? You need me to talk shit for a few minutes? Let's fucking go. Yeah, James Brand, let's go. Fuck yeah. So.
And I know I always say like, oh, I'm only the co-host. No, I'm glad I don't have to do all the other technical stuff. If I did, we'd have way more gremlins.
Right.
Way more.
But it's good.
I'm super happy logging on and doing the more kind of lazy side of stuff.
You do the hard stuff. You get on the internets and look up our guests and whatnot. So, but anyway,
sometimes I actually do that.
Yeah. So no guests tonight. But hey, we're gonna have about an hour show or so. We'll go. Every time I say that, we go like 3. So.
Right. Yeah. I think last time we said hour show, it was like an hour and a half.
Right.
Hour 45. Yeah, that's what we do.
Yep. And you just got real quiet for some reason.
Is it my fault? Is it your fault?
I'll just turn you up a little bit. Whatever you're doing, keep doing the same thing. I got little dials here. I can turn things up.
I touched nothing.
I just looked down at my little bar and you
I make my camera get all weird. There, I made my camera zoom in.
Oh, you got the camera doing
that. I have to do this and it won't move. Okay.
It just moved. It literally just moved.
Now it's fucking moved.
Yep, don't do your hand thing again. Oh.
One time.
But anyway,
yes.
Oh, you're really echoey. That's why it's doing that. You're really echoey.
It's because where I'm at, it's very big. Now the stupid camera's gonna. Okay, maybe that's better. Maybe it'll stop moving. Who knows? Am I still echoey?
Yeah.
I wonder if it's the building.
It might be the building.
Because I have very high ceilings here, and it's very empty, and nobody else is in the room. Sorry, guys. I don't mean to echo.
It's all right. We'll figure it out. It's just Dick. He likes to bitch. If he's not bitching, he's not happy.
Dick.
The actual King Smith said, TZ, loan me $1 with 0% interest, and you likely won't get it back.
Yep, pretty much.
Oh, that's a good one. Dick said, you got any blankets you can grab and hang up blanket? No, she's at her work, though, dude. She can't soften the room any.
I'm at my office, my work office, and it's an old house, believe it or not, that they turned into an office when they rezoned the area that it's at here in my town. So it's, commercial zone now in this little area. And so, but during the day, it doesn't seem so loud, I guess, because there's traffic outside and trains that run behind it and everything. But when it's just me in here and there's just me, it gets kind of, echoey.
Right. It's fine. You're fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. We're not on fire, so we're fine.
No. And we might be able to, maybe before we start next time, maybe we can adjust your mic settings a little bit, see if we can adjust your gain and stuff. But
yeah, because I'm going to be here at least probably through May. I'll be streaming from here because I don't want to, be in the mess of the move.
Jeremy Daniel says, play pink noise through your phone in the corner of the room.
What the hell is pink noise?
I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. Is it like white noise, but gayer?
Princess noise.
It's my pretty princess noise.
The pretty princess. Can it be pink glittery noise?
It can be whatever you want it to be. Okay. Anyway.
So I heard you want to bitch about some apps on phones.
No, first thing we're going to do is you're going to tell us about your vacation.
Oh, first thing I'm going to do is tell you about my vacation. Okay. Did I send you the smoke pit pictures? Probably not. Okay. Let me send you those while I'm telling about my vacation. So I flew out last week and I flew into Nashville and my daughter came down and got me. And I'm sure our regular followers know my daughter is in the Coast Guard and she's stationed in Paducah, Kentucky, off the Ohio and Tennessee rivers. And when I say off the Ohio and Tennessee rivers, I mean they are both. They like intersect and they're right there in Paducah. And they're huge and they're dirty. Like, I did not know the Ohio River was that disgusting. It is a really, really dirty river.
It's kind of a shithole.
It's not pretty. Yeah. So first I went up there and I spent 3 days with her and we did little nature walks and I didn't die. And so now I've decided that if I can survive those, then I can get back to exercising. So I'm real proud about that. And then she took me on a little tour of Paducah and her office. And at her office, they have an actual smoke pit kind of thing where they just, sit around and BS and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And so I took pictures of it so we could see an actual Coast Guard smoke pit. Isn't that nice of me?
No.
So I will send you those to.
I think you now I think about it. I think you did send them to me, and I'm just a bad person. I forgot.
Okay, well I just resent them.
All right.
And they even have a guy that sits out there at their little picnic table that's like the dummy that they use when they practice rescue swimming and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's sitting out there and it's pretty cool. So we had a good time there. And then my daughter and I loaded up and we drove back to Nashville. And we met my sister and a good friend of mine. And we hung out in Nashville and just like went to a little local kind of food bar thingy, and it was great. I didn't go to like downtown Broadway and all that. Just wasn't feeling up to it. So then my sister and I took off the next day and we drove to Gatlinburg. So I got to hit up both of the Buc-ee's in Tennessee, and let me tell y'all what, our Buc-ee's are freaking amazing. Their Buc-ee's make our Buc-ee's look like Kmart. They are huge. The one they have in Sayreville, right outside of Dollywood, it's got to be like freaking 30 city blocks. It's probably not really, but it felt that way. It was ginormous, and so many people were there. Then we headed to Gatlinburg, and we spent the evening there testing moonshine and wine, because every freaking distillery is there. Like the Old Smoky Distillery is there, and like 2 or 3 other ones. And you can just go in and pay $5, and you get to try like 8 or 9 of their different moonshines. And they do this little spiel and stuff, and then you get like a coupon for sitting through the thing that they're telling you and tasting all of them. Let me tell you what. I found out that 120 proof moonshine with no flavor kicked my ass.
Just beat you up, huh?
Horrible. Like everyone around the table looked at me when I drank that thing, and I didn't even drink a full shot. I just had them do a little one, because they tell you can put your hand over it if you don't want it. You can do this if you just want a little one, or he'll just put a full shot, and they put these little cups in front of you. I took maybe half of a full shot, and I wanted to die. My entire body turned as red as that flag behind you.
Oh no.
And I thought I was like, yeah, where's the bathroom? I was like, you guys should have mom at buckets. I did not think it was going to stay down. I was pretty sure it was going to come back. And then I had to pass on the next 3 shots because I wanted to make sure I was okay. I wanted to make sure I wasn't dying. And then the next ones were great. All the rest of them were good. They have like the sipping creams, and they're just, they're so good. But yeah, no, 120 proof moonshine. Bad idea. Don't do it.
I've never tried moonshine. I'm not that brave.
It's special.
You know what? No, I take that back. I've had moonshine. Like the full throttle moonshine. They have that sometimes, like a full throttle. The Full Throttle Saloon out here has like their own moonshine. Mm-hmm. And I've had it before, I guess, but I wasn't a big fan. It just
Yeah. The flavored ones were okay. Like they had like an apple pie one that was pretty good. The sipping creams are what I like really well. Because they're like moonshine with like almost like the Bailey's Irish cream kind of thing, but they have like different flavors. And those were actually really good. But straight up moonshine, never again. It was awful.
That's what
my sister was so pissed that she didn't like video me looking like a complete idiot, almost dying. And she's just laughing because she was like, "That's nothing," and I'm like, "Oh, fucking punch you, you brat!"
You're like it's enough. It's enough. I don't want this in my mouth anymore. Yeah.
Yeah. My whole body was like, bad idea. There were alarm bells going off. Things in my stomach were like pulling chains, going, "Hey, lady, bad idea." So I will never ever try straight up. I was like PGA, pure grain, just it was awful. But the next morning I was still alive, and we drove back to her house, and then I stayed there for a couple days and checked out Knoxville, where she lives right outside of, and then I came home yesterday. So that was my vacation. That
doesn't sound horrible though. Is it something that you're going to do again, you think?
Yes. Good. Yes, I would go back to Gatlinburg because I really want to try the Sky Bridge. They have the little like ski lift thingy, and it takes you all the way up to the top of the mountain there in Gatlinburg.
Okay.
And then they have a Sky Bridge that is see-through, and you walk across it at night, and it kind of does this. And, kind of sways. It scared the crap out of my sister. She doesn't want to go again. So I'm going to have to sweet talk like one of my nieces or somebody and going with me the next time I go. But I really want to check it out because I was just like, well, I want to be able to say I at least did it, even if I do it on my hands and knees or, on my stomach. I want to try it. And I hate heights. Hate them. That's why I didn't go airborne.
Right.
Fucking hate them.
Patrick says, doesn't Old Smoky make the Eggo cream drink?
Yes, I had that.
Yes.
Yeah, it's like Eggo waffles and syrup, and it's a cream one, and it's so good. It's like breakfast in a bottle, yo.
Mm-hmm. Rich wishes we could play an Everclear song during the break. We could, but then when we get zucked, and we wouldn't have any audio.
Yeah, bastards.
Yep. Holly really said nothing like Smoky Mountain Air, though. So.
Oh my gosh, seriously, it was beautiful. I'll send you one of the photos that I took of the Smoky, the actual mountain where you can like see all the
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see all the fog and stuff on it. Apparently, my sister educated me. Smoky Mountains are the only rainforest in the United States.
Oh. Counting Hawaii?
Minus Hawaii.
Okay.
The continental.
Okay, okay. All right, yeah, because I didn't know. Because Hawaii's got like microclimates. I don't know if that counts. I'm sorry, I'm being a nerd now, but I don't know if that counts.
No, I don't know either. So, but no, she said in the continental United States.
Well, Susan says moonshine is a drink of inbred, so be careful. And he said he spent $200 on beef jerky at a store in Gatlinburg.
I believe that. They have some pretty freaking amazing stuff.
And Holly told you to go to Klingman's Dome. Next time you're there, go to Klingman's Dome.
Okay. I will definitely do that.
Yeah.
Very cool. See, I love that our listeners know the things and the stuff.
You know what's great about that? I don't. Like, that's like kind of not, that's like out of my wheelhouse.
Really?
Yeah, I don't really go to like that part of the country.
Well, I wouldn't if my sister didn't move there.
Right.
But she lives there now, and so it's like, well, I guess I kind of need to go, and so I can see her. I mean, I like her. She's like my best friend. I love my sister. We're very close. So
Susan said she spent $100 on a pack of old used tarot cards, and then Holly said it's a hike. Be careful, it's a hike. But hold on a second, because I saw something on your Facebook page. I'm gonna dime you out because somebody quit smoking and vaping like 2 weeks ago.
Yes, they did.
Yes,
I am now smoke free in the smoke pit.
Nice.
2 whole weeks.
And
I have not had anything in 2 whole weeks.
And that will help the hiking.
Yes, well, and I realized it really did because I went with my daughter on some nature walks. We did because her unit is doing this thing in a competition with other units across, I guess, the Coast Guard, where they're seeing how many miles that they can walk in the month of April, as a unit. And so they track them on their, Fitbits or whatever. And so she was like, well, I need to go walk. And so I need to go get some of my miles in. And so we went and walked, and where she lives in Kentucky, it is, again, also freaking beautiful. And they have these neat little places that are like little rec parks, but they have walking trails around them. And so we went and did 2.5 miles. And I was like, I'm breathing normal. I'm not, which usually I do that walking from the car to the damn office.
Right. Yeah, no, I hear you there. I fucking hear you there.
So, yeah. So I'm really glad. Really, really glad.
Well, good.
Yeah, look there. Jeremy Daniels was stationed at Fort Campbell for almost a decade. Home in spring. We went by Fort Campbell when we left my daughters. You literally have to go through Clarksville. And we stopped at Whataburger because I went and did the 2 most Texas things in Kentucky and Tennessee, which were Whataburger and Buc-ee's. I left home to go do shit I can do at home. That was great.
But it's a different Buc-ee's though. Did you?
Yeah, and then when people see the jacket that you're wearing that says on it Texas, they're like, "Why are you even here?" And I'm like,
Meh. I'm here to check it out.
I want to see if yours is as good as ours. Theirs is bigger, or at least that's what she said.
Yeah. Holly said, "Then you won't almost die like me. It's only a half mile, but it's straight up the mountain."
I will probably die because it's straight up the mountain. But maybe by the time I go back in the next couple months, it'll be easier because I've started walking every evening. So.
Well, and I think that's part of it. Just getting out and getting that blood flowing, and
yeah.
He said he received a shipment from Bowling Green, Kentucky today, a 2023 Corvette C8Z06.
Oh, at a shop?
Yeah, I guess. From Bowling Green,
cool.
Kentucky.
Bowling Green. Yeah, they speak a whole different language in Kentucky, y'all.
It's not just Kentucky. It's all those little hollahs, whatever.
Yeah, and the smaller it is, the stranger they talk.
The only time other than brag, but driving through there and kind of really seeing that part of the world was I had to go to Augusta, Georgia. And I don't know, that's when I was in that Wounded Warrior deal, and you got to do a lot of back roads driving and all that, and it was kind of fun, but it was very, very, very back holla, fucking all the bullshit. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Driving through Tennessee and everything, and my aunt, actually she lives in Memphis now, but she lived she's back to. My uncle was in the Air National Guard, Air Force. He was in the Air Force for a long time in Air National Guard. He was like a C-141 pilot and flew out of Memphis. And so we kind of went back and forth. And I think when he retired, now they live in Little Rock, Arkansas. But yeah, going back and forth. He was just, he was at Scott Air Force Base for a while. He was like AGR kind of. He retired as a 1-star in the Guard.
Nice.
So yeah.
Cool.
But yeah, so they were all over that part of it. But I would only go there for a minute and get drunk at their house and leave. I don't, you know what I mean? I didn't
Well, my dad's family lives in South Central Illinois. And so I was kind of used to it from being a kid, from going up there to visit, because we would always, drive up and go and visit my dad's family. And, if you know anything about Illinois, they have, the same thing, until you get up closer to Chicago. It's a lot of back roads. It's a lot of hollahs. It's a lot of soybeans and farms. And so I was kind of prepared for it, but yeah, it's little. I mean, the roads just going to my sister's house from Knoxville are just so windy and little. Oh, and they have Amish there.
They have Amish there?
Yep, they have Amish there. We went to a farm.
I guess I'm not fucking
and
going
a market, and they had real wood furniture and canned goods
sure they
and
did.
stuff from the Amish, but nothing plastic. I promise. I didn't see anything because I was going to take a picture if I had.
Yeah.
I did send you that picture of the knee-high soda, though, didn't I? Because, Radar on MASH always drank the knee-high soda.
Yep. I think you sent that to me, yeah.
Radar nieces.
Yep.
I was like, Radar needs to see the knee-high. And they're big on things like Verner's, ginger ale, and Faygo pop. They call it all pop.
Faygo. Fucking Faygo.
I had Faygo while I was there. They have a really good one that's a vanilla cream soda, and they have a red Faygo that might as well be Big Red. It tastes almost the same as Big Red.
Everything tastes like Big Red. Every red soda tastes like Big Red. Just that's the thing.
Not completely.
Oh, what doesn't? What's one of those red sodas that doesn't taste like the fucking same as the other ones?
I don't think that Red Flash tastes like Big Red. I think
What the fuck is Red Flash? What is that?
They sell it here at McDonald's.
At McDonald's?
Red Flash.
Red Flash.
Yeah, it's a red soda. It's called Red Flash.
It sounds like
it's
gross.
Close to Big Red, but I actually like it more. I think it's better than Big Red is.
All right. Well, I believe you.
I'll get you one. I'll send it to you. They sell it by the bottle too. I'll send you a Red Flash and be like, what? Yeah, I brought back Faygo with me. I brought back strawberry rhubarb jam.
I need to go on a road trip.
Apple butter. I brought back a big thing of apple butter.
I do.
My cat proceeded to knock off the counter and break before I could eat it. I was fucking. I'm mad.
I found a new treat for my dogs. Because I've been, at the weed farm, digging in the plants all day, and you get sticky on the inside of your arms. When I come home, my dog just licks all the fucking THC off my arms, and then he lays down for a nap.
That's the thing about Gatlinburg that I did not know, and my sister apparently didn't realize or just didn't think to tell me. They have little pot stores all up and down Gatlinburg.
Makes sense.
And they have growing plants right in their little front windows.
Musa said they make their own strawberry jam. That sounds good as fuck. What's going on, buddy? Thanks for being here. By the way, thanks, Musa. He said howdy. He said howdy earlier, and you just kept on rambling all around about fucking.
Did he say howdy? I'm sorry. I don't always see everything.
Oh, Holly said it's not real. It's just hemp.
Yeah, it is hemp. But because they're not 100% legal there, they're just partially. They're like the Delta 8, Delta 9 legal.
No.
But I took a picture, and I was going to send it to you. Of course, I got busy. Here, no, that's not it. That's the fairy tree. We went into the shop, and they had this little magic fairy tree. Yeah, here it is. It even says on the thing, hemp care on the window.
Oh. Yeah, that
so
sounds
I'm guessing, gross. Yeah. But it was cool. And people were smoking their Delta 8 and 9 up and down the streets.
Oh, those are little plants.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. I'll send you one. I'm just going
to... right past the hotel we were staying in. Before you, get onto the main road.
I don't have any new ones today. I didn't take any pictures today.
How dare you not take pictures of the pot farm?
Oh, I'm busy dealing with the fucking pot. one of the guys was like, "Hey, what's going on? Hey, David Cunningham, thanks for being here. I hope all's well for you, sir. I hope all's well for you."
Hey, David, how you doing, bud?
Anyway, they were one of the guys was saying, yeah, we grow Jamaican dicks on a stick. Some of those fucking buds are the size of they're like a 20-ounce Mountain Dew bottle. I mean, still have a month to go.
Holy crap.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're going to to put some photos up one of these days.
Yeah, maybe a week or two, or maybe as we harvest. As long as they pass, we grow in tents, big greenhouse tents, so it's hard to control everything. But yeah, it's fuck. Some of those buds are getting real big. I don't even smoke weed. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, I imagine that is kind of strange being the only person there that doesn't smoke it.
Yeah, it's weird. And you want to know, so we're sitting there kind of after lunch, kind of like on our afternoon break or whatever. And I'm literally the only person there who doesn't smoke at all. Right. And they were like, everyone was like, man, I go for some snacks. I'm like, I got snacks. And everyone kind of looks at me and they're like, I was like, what? I got kids. Don't tell them, fuck you, Matt. Look, I got snacks. I'm like, I got some fig bars. I got some peanuts. I got some little Debbie cakes. I probably got some Doritos in there. Like, what do you guys need for snacks? They're like,
I always have snacks.
I always have snacks. I learned from Spanky. Always have snacks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have snacks. I've got snacks right now. I brought them with me to the office.
Yes. Fuck that. I mean, I didn't. Well, I didn't. I have an MRE down here. I guess I could tear into that if I get real hungry. But no, I always have snacks in my truck. I always have snacks in my car. Something, whether it be.
You should. You never know when you're going to get somewhere and eat snacks.
Yeah, whether it be granola bars or fucking something. You know what I mean? But I keep God, I'm such a fat fucking piece of shit. Like you know those, like they get them from Sam's Club and they're like fig bars and they have strawberry and blueberry and there's like a 2-pack, you know, and they're both in the box and it's a big Sam's Club box of them. Yeah.
Heck yeah, Big News are yummy.
Yeah, they're good as fuck and they're like they're little packs of 2 of them and they're great for like, and they're like 90 calories or some shit, so they're not super fat. I'll grab one of those and have a little snacky snack and yeah, that's why I'm fatty fat.
There you go.
Do I have Tabasco sauce? Not in my truck. Moose, I don't keep Tabasco sauce in my trucks. It'd probably spill. But so no, David, I'm glad David's here. I'm glad, you know, we have a lot of people in the chats and I really do appreciate everyone being here. It's great that everyone can come out. I'm sorry if you guys are coming looking for the guest. I'm sorry that he had to cancel. We are sorry about that, but we have more guests.
Definitely let you know when it gets switched up again, if we can get him rescheduled. And
yeah, which is fine. You know what I mean? Like we have so much exciting things happening at the station coming up. We've got all kinds of guests coming on, and so it's not just us. It's everybody, and it's great. Things are going great, so I'm happy with everything. So, but it is getting to be summer though.
It was like 85 degrees here today.
Yeah, it was like 70 something here. It was great.
It was so nice in Tennessee, though. Like the last 2 days I was there, it was only in like the 40s and 50s, and I was so excited. I was like, eee!
You know what really got me? Was the neighbors already mowed. And that sucks, because that means I have to mow.
Oh, yeah, because now your yard looks really long because theirs is short.
Yup. Mine looks like dog shit.
Yeah, my lawn guy comes this weekend.
Wish my lawn guy would come. I wish I had a fucking lawn guy.
You are your lawn guy.
I am my lawn guy.
Talk to your wife if she wants to.
No, my wife tried talking to her lawn guy today.
No, I don't do outdoors lawn work. We have 2 pecan trees, and I'm highly allergic, and so I just can't. I can't mow my own lawn because of pecan trees. But the new house does not have a pecan tree.
No pecan trees? Well, what are you going to do with yourself without pecan trees?
Fucking not die of allergic reaction. That's what I'm going to do.
Not die of some bullshit. Yep.
Clear my sinuses, something. Not have my car covered in yellow pecan dust during the flowering season. Oh,
yeah, that does suck. That does suck when that shit's going on.
Mm-hmm. It's horrible.
Yep.
Ugh. But yeah. So, how are your kids? I heard somebody had a dance this past weekend.
Oh, they did have dances. Oh, God damn it. All right, I'll do it. I'll do it.
It's dance season.
Hold on. I'll do it.
I'm so excited and she just looks so beautiful.
Well, hold on. Because it wasn't just one, it was both of them. Both of them. They had prom this weekend. And
I just love prom. I went to
no, I hated it.
High school.
I love it for them. I'm not trying to be shitty. I loved it for them. But
yeah,
it was a lot. You know, it was
yeah.
Because you know
I had to go through it 6 times plus the 2 that my sister went. So that's like 8 proms my mom had to deal with for girls. I think that the boys went to both of theirs also. So then my brothers, that adds 4 more in there. My mom had to deal with a lot of proms.
Hold on. Transition. There, I'll put up their prom. That's the girls at their prom. No, beforehand.
So pretty. I just love it. Look at them.
Yeah, those are my 2 older girls. That's Rachel on the right, Jocelyn on the left. Rachel's a senior this year. That's what I'll be doing next. We're doing all the senior night stuff. Next week is the fine arts banquet. So we're gonna go do that. And then she is going to college in Sioux Falls at the end of the year, or for, next fall or whatever. And then Jocelyn is a junior, so she'll be a senior next year. So she's doing all that fun stuff and getting ready. So yeah, so that's.
Oh, I just love it. See, I'm a weirdo. I liked high school.
See, I don't hate high school, and I didn't, you know what, last year was fine, and I think next year will be fine. It was just really tough this year trying to balance both of them, because those 2 girls, I don't know if you, let me transition back to them. I don't know if you can tell, but see how one is tan and kind of athletically built, and the other one is white as a sheet and is kind of doughy. Because Rachel is fine arts. She's band, choir, drama, all that stuff, which is great. I'm so proud of her for that. She does great. She got a band scholarship. She got a drama scholarship. She got all kinds of stuff like that. And great. Good for her. But Jocelyn is soccer player. She actually, they did a thing for all the sports they have to lift. Jocelyn is pound for pound the strongest person in the high school that lifts weights for sports.
Good for her.
Yep.
Look at her go.
So yeah, she got some fucking thing for that and everything. You know what I mean? So, and then and her boyfriend's a big football player, and you know what I mean? Like their friend groups are so separate, right? So like literally not, when
your daughter doughy.
Yeah, she's doughy. I love her, but she's not the person you want on your tug of war team. You know what I mean?
Dick. Did you just call your daughter doughy?
Yeah, she's doughy as fuck.
Your girls are precious.
They are. They're great, and I really, really do. I do love them, and I'm so appreciative of them, and I really am blessed with them because they are great kids. They really are. Neither one of them are. They're not going. No, but they're not. They don't really like. It's funny to me, like their mom overdosed and passed away several years ago, right? Mm-hmm. And they've been. I hope they're watching upstairs.
I'm sending her a care package. She says,
but she doesn't seriously say that. No, she does, and she can hear. I'll call her that to her face. I love them to death, and I love them both for who they are. They're just she's not really athletic, and that's fine, and that's great, good for her, right? And that'll work for.
You're double doughy, according to you.
I'm so doughy. I'm fat as fuck.
I'm doughy.
Mm-hmm.
You got a belly. I'm a little.
But genuinely, like, and I love them both for who they are, and I'm very blessed to be their father. But it's all the big things, like I come home stinking like weed, and they're both like, God, you smell like weed, and not like neither. You know what I mean? And I was like, how do you know what weed smells like? Both of them like, we go to high school, Dad. But neither one of them are going down a bad path, at least right now. You know what I mean? I don't think I have to worry about being a grandpa anytime soon. I don't have to,
Yeah. Well, there you go. There are worse things they could be.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you're doing a good job, and you've got some great kids. Your kids.
I've got some mediocre kids.
Nah.
I've got some really good ones, and I've got some ones that are kind of... No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, that's just normal, though, and especially if they're 13, because the one I've got at home right now, that grandson of mine, it's a smell. There's always a smell. Smell
right.
in his room. Smell when he walks by.
Yes.
Like, what is that? What's that smell? It's like cologne and ass.
It's cologne. That's what it is. It's cologne and ass, and they feel if they throw enough cologne on the ass smell, like we won't know they smell like shit. No, shower.
No, it's just more ass and more cologne. That's all. And I have to tell him, like today, I said, okay, it's shower night.
Yep.
I was gone for a week, and I could almost guarantee that his uncle did not make him shower while I was gone. And I was like,
no.
Dude, shower tonight before I get home from the radio station, please. And use soap. And I even bought him soap, that Dr. Squatch. I don't know. It's like all.
What's a doctor's? Is it a Dr. Sam Squanch?
I don't know. It's like Sasquatch.
Yeah, Sam Squanch.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Well, I bought him some of that in Kentucky, and because I liked it and it smelled good. My son-in-law uses it and says it's really good for funk. And so I brought it back for him, and I was like, "And you have a new thing of soap, so I'd like to smell that when I get back."
Oh, like P-Funk.
And change your sheets on your bed.
Oh God, that's yes.
Clean it to a dirty bed.
In all fairness, and my wife is way better at that shit than I am. Like I am not great at cleaning the sheets. Like, you know what I mean? Like she like, and if she will strip the bed, I will wash them and we hang them outside. So we smell like outside because that's nice.
Aww,
but
that is nice.
She is so much better at that than I am. I kind of forget. Man, like I'm so fucking, Sunday. By the time I get to bed, I'm so fucking tired. I don't even care is part of the problem.
Well, I have the dogs, so I really have to, every week, every Sunday, I strip my bed, wash them, and then put new ones on because I have the animals that sleep in there with me, the 2 dogs and the 500 cats. So.
Well, and our animals aren't allowed on the bed. Doesn't mean they don't get on there. They're not supposed to, but whatever.
I gave that fight up years ago.
My wife is not. I don't really care.
I'm single. It's just me. I don't care. Let them. They keep me warm in the winter. Whatever.
I get that. I do get that. And and I think you're kind. I just don't care. Really, yeah. Either way, I really don't.
Sure.
Like whether they're on the bed or not. I'm not gonna sleep. Really, either way.
Whatever. Mine are good alarm clock.
Yep.
One cat of mine, she lets me know it's 6 a.m. Bitch, feed me.
Phil said, as long as they don't do anything dumb like join the Navy, they'll be A-okay, right? Dick said we have to tell our 17-year-old to go shower every night. He'll absolutely skip that for a week if we let him. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. My grandson's it's that I can't. He'll just walk by my room and I'm like, is that cabbage and vinegar boiling in the kitchen? And he's like, oh, you're funny. And I'm like, dude, no, you're you stink.
Yes.
Go take a shower and use soap. And I always,
JT says he gives his son borax and steel wool. No more ass smell. And Holly might actually be my wife, I think, because she said 1,200 thread count only. I have sensory issues and got to have clean, soft sheets. Yep. My wife is absolutely like that. And they have to be taut. They have to be super tight. My wife will I have to get up and tighten the sheets.
And tuck it all under the edges.
Yep. Yep.
Might have to match. I'm very particular about things that
we've backed away from that.
Oh no, I'm super OCD about things that match for some weird reason.
We've backed away from that a little bit. I don't really care. I don't.
He's like, just give me a mattress and a blanket.
I don't even sleep in the covers. I sleep on top, which this works out.
You have an internal body temperature of 1,008 degrees, I'm sure, like most men. Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm more along the lines of my wife will keep the room relatively cold, and I like to sleep when it's cold, but she's keep it 20 degrees below zero and then wrap up in all the covers. And I'm just fat and hairy, so being out in the breeze helps me.
You ask her if your body temperature when you're asleep is insanely hot, and I bet you she says yes.
Yep.
I bet she's like, yeah, reach over there and put an arm on him, and it goes up in flames.
Oh, Holly's I think radar felt attack. No, I didn't. I get it. I 100% understand. David asked, why is the Navy now taking anybody? Is their enlistment that bad? I'm not sure. I haven't seen their enlistment numbers lately, I guess. I know they're all kind of in a bad way.
Yeah, I was at the San Antonio airport yesterday, and for anybody that knows, Lackland Air Force Base is the center for Air Force basic training. And I can remember years ago when the recruits would come in on the plane, I mean, that whole downstairs area by baggage would just be full of new recruits lined up. Now, like, they had a group that came through, and there was maybe 25 of them.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, where's the rest? And the guy's like, yeah, our numbers are just down, really, really down. I was talking to one of the NCOs standing there, and he was like, yeah, our numbers are just crap. He goes, we don't get very large groups that come through right now. You know, we get smaller numbers every year. And it was so funny, all the people that are standing and waiting for their baggage, and they're hearing them give their little spiel. You know, like they're telling you, you can only wear your necklace if it has a religious symbol on it. You can only wear a wedding ring or one ring on one hand. No earrings. They're telling them to take all this stuff off, get it packed away, pull out their little order card, this, that, and the other, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Mm-hmm. And the very next thing they say to them is, pull out your cell phone now. Dial whoever it is that you said you were going to call. Tell them you made it to basic training. You're alive. You will talk to them soon. Hang up, turn off your phone, and put it in your bag.
Yeah.
And everybody, all these civilians standing around, turn around and go, they're allowed to have cell phones?
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, no, now they are. I mean, they put them away, but they're allowed to have them.
Yeah. I don't fucking. I've always been curious on that when it comes to like the Army and the Marines and the Navy and the Air Force, the recruitment goals and like kind of what they're looking at. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Like feels like the Marine Corps is making their mission, but yeah, but I'm just kind of. I wonder if it's kind of the people who would go in the Navy or the Air Force. I know the Army kind of struggles, but the Army is the largest service by far.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
So Curtis says the Navy is more younger, rich kids. That kind of makes sense. Young, rich kids like boats and hoes, you know. But I mean, like, I just think part of it is like the percentage. I like the Navy's. I don't know. I think the Navy, you have to have a special breed to be in the Navy. I couldn't do it. Like the Marine Corps is close enough, and I was on the boat some, but I couldn't imagine like that being my life. You know what I mean? Fuck that.
Yeah, I have on my dad's side, my grandfather and my uncle were both Navy Seabees. Mm-hmm. And then my brother was in the Navy, but he was communications. And then my best friend was in the Navy, and I have no idea what she did in the Navy. Mm-hmm. I know she was stationed in the Road of Spain when my brother was stationed at the same time as him, which is weird as hell. To just like, she showed up at the commissary one day and is in line, and there's my brother in front of her.
Right.
And we had no idea they were at the same duty station. So crazy. And they're all a little prissy.
Right.
I mean, my uncle was a little prissy. Maybe that's it. Maybe people are a little prissy.
Maybe.
A little sweet.
I just think it's a different lifestyle, and I think some people sign up for it, and other people can't. I couldn't live that life. But you know what? I bet there's people in the Navy who could not live the Marine Corps lifestyle. So there's that.
Yeah.
I know there's people in the Marine Corps. There's people in the Marine Corps that can't live the Marine Corps lifestyle. So
I would never have been a Marine. Never. No. I'm mean enough, I think, but I'm just not tough enough. I'm too much of a wuss sometimes. I think the Marines are mean.
We're not that mean.
Not that mean. Oh my Lord.
Just slightly mean.
Just a little mean. Just kind of mean.
Just on the mean side. It's fine. Marines live on base and drink. I mean, there's some truth to that. He said the Army is a brotherhood, the Navy is a club, the Air Force is a corporation, and the Marines are a cult. Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Ooh,
actually,
hold on.
I kind of believe in that.
Hold on. JT said Popeye was loaded with. Makes me think about. I'm gonna look at. And I'm curious. God damn it! I meant to look this up for the show because I actually wanted to ask CQ
Was
about
Popeye
it.
a smoker? Was his spinach like weed?
Ooh, maybe. No, but there was an actual like Popeye was kind of. There was a guy in the Royal Navy, the British Royal Navy,
Mm-hmm.
that was looks a lot like the comedian or the comic book Popeye. So
really?
there was a trailer that popped up, and I'm kind of curious if it's actually a thing. But it was Conor McGregor as Popeye.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, Phil says Popeye was based off a real man.
Uh-huh.
Wow.
Hold on. I'm going to...
See, the only Popeye I really know is either the cartoon or the one when Robin Williams
You know,
played
the Popeye that I really like the most is the chicken guy.
Well, yeah. I mean, that is good chicken. And definitely good red beans and rice.
Mm-hmm. But see, when you Google Popeye the Sailor Man 2024, there's one with Will Smith, there's one with Conor McGregor, and there's one with The Rock.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. So I'm curious.
Which one's real?
Uh-huh. But hold on,
Dick, did you Google that?
Dick won't. I won't let Dick Google anything anymore.
Well, it says Popeye the Sailor Man is based on Frank Rocky Figel, a local brawler with Polish heritage. Figel was born in Poland in 1868 and immigrated to the United States as a child. And Dick posted that, so I'm thinking he Googled. Because I don't think that came off the top of his head.
You'd be surprised what comes out of Dick's head. Okay, this is the one, and yeah.
The Ewan McGregor one?
Doesn't that look like an actual, I mean.
Pop me in the eye. That does. That's kind of badass, actually.
Right, I hope that's a thing. I really do, because
I'd watch it.
Yeah, why would you watch it, though?
Naked in bed with a friend. Yeah.
All right, then. Oh, that turned dark. No.
You asked.
Right.
Yeah, the Robin Williams one was my favorite one.
Mm-hmm.
I love Williams' Popeye. I think he's so good.
Right. And there's something to be said about that Robin Williams one kind of being the kind of quintessential one of what we got going on. You know what I mean?
Tonight I've kind of got the olive oil kind of Brady things going on. I don't know what is happening with my hair.
Hold on.
But yeah, I did really liked it. Did you find another one?
This is the Rock one.
Okay. I don't know. I like the Ewan McGregor one better, and I'm a fan of The Rock.
Conor McGregor? Not Ewan McGregor.
Or Conor McGregor,
yeah.
Sorry. The Conor McGregor one better, and I'm a fan of The Rock, but I think I like the other one better. It looks more legit.
Mm-hmm.
This looks more comedy.
Well, and that's what I don't know, because like it's Paramount. That one's kind of got some Paramount Plus. Another one, it's kind of the same picture, and it says the Disney Plus official trailer. Maybe I need to look a little bit closer. And I just, like I said, the Conor McGregor one popped up like on like my YouTube feed or some shit the other day.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, man, that actually doesn't look too bad. He kind of fits the part. You know what I mean? The Will Smith one, it says no, Will Smith is not playing Popeye.
Oh, there you go.
But I don't know. Either one of those could be a decent one. I'm kind of curious now.
Who knows?
Somebody out here will know here shortly. So I bet it was Dick will know.
Dick will know. Dick knows everything. Ask Dick.
But you know what, David's like, we didn't forget about Robin Williams. Honestly, like, I was pretty upset when they cast Will Smith in Aladdin. And not because, I mean, obviously Robin Williams has already passed away.
Yeah.
But Robin Williams was by far the quintessential genie in Aladdin. Like that,
yes.
to me,
no one can replace that.
Yeah,
That is the genie.
Yep, and I like Will Smith a lot. I've seen a lot of his movies. He seems like a pretty decent actor. I've seen he was really that. When we were growing up, he was that dude. He was in everything. He was on the radio.
Yeah.
He was on TV. He was in the movie theater. He's in everything. You could listen to Will Smith on the radio and go home and watch him on Fresh Prince, and then watch him in fucking Independence Day all at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
He was there.
And he did okay with his interpretation of the genie, but and I was proud that he didn't try and emulate the Robin Williams character, because there's just no way. You can't. You just cannot. No one could ever top that genie.
Right. Holly said he went to the same high school as me. I'm no fan. Who went to your high school?
Yeah, he knew.
Curious.
He Will Smith. He Conor McGregor. He The Rock. Who are we talking about?
I bet not Conor McGregor, because I think he's from like Ireland or something.
Maybe she went to school in Ireland.
Oh, maybe she did. I didn't think about that.
You don't know her like that.
Oh, she said The Rock, and you're not a fan of The Rock. I actually heard of all of the celebrities that he's actually one of the ones who's not a giant dick to everybody.
Yeah, I've always heard he's just a really nice, genuine guy. But maybe he was an ass in school.
Ooh, I love right now. JT and Dick are going back and forth on the Googling, and they both put the project is currently in development as a big budget feature and has attached screenwriter Michael Kaleo is the first live actions visiting. The Fresh Prince cannot be taken seriously as the genie. No, he cannot. He cannot.
Now,
I want to smack him. I want to go up and smack him and tell him to keep my genie out his motherfucking mouth. Keep my genie out your fucking mouth.
Here, you can just send him one of these. My new cup.
David Cunningham says, I think Will Smith's next Bad Boy movie in June will make or break his career. That slap has really hurt his life. Yup. He's never cared for Robin Williams? Really? Huh. I don't know, man.
I go with our friendship, Heath.
Yeah, that's them's fighting words. I really did like Robin Williams. I think
I did too.
He was a genius. When you look back at some of his comedy and especially his stand-up stuff.
Oh yeah.
He was there. I think there are certain comedians, especially of that generation, who were fucking geniuses that really didn't get the respect they kind of deserved, especially, you look at Robin Williams, his like outlook on the world, especially if you listen to his comedy specials, where it was, he was fucking pretty smart. Smart of the world.
Oh yeah.
Same with
George Carlin.
Yeah, but I was just gonna say very, very George Carlin-esque.
Favorites. Yeah. And he just excelled in improvisation.
Yeah.
Which just made his characters like so alive.
JT said they weren't geniuses, it was the cocaine. Well, something expanded, maybe it was mushrooms and it expanded their brain. But if you look at listen to the actual stuff that they wrote, especially as stand-up comedians, man, they fucking they really had, I think that they really saw through some of the bullshit. Yeah. Sammy Davis Jr. Yeah, some of it. Yeah, so I'll agree that I think Sammy Davis Jr. Part of his problem is he kind of pandered to his audience and what people thought he should say to be funny. if that makes sense. I've always felt like some of his comedy,
yeah.
it wasn't like, and I'm not, there was kind of a period, and this is not Sammy Davis Jr. as a person, but like in that time period, kind of before Carlin and before, honestly, even before Bill Cosby.
Oh, yeah.
Some of that stuff, he was just kind of like, he was kind of
You
like,
don't want to ruffle feathers, maybe?
yep. And I think it was
Played it safe.
He played it very safe, and I think it was. But I mean, it wasn't just him as a comedian. There's a lot of people from like that, 60s, 70s time frame. It wasn't until kind of the really late 70s, early 80s, where some of those guys, even into the mid 80s, where they kind of got to open up a little bit more. And
like Richard Pryor, he really opened the door for a lot of them to just kind of just say whatever and be like, "This is comedy, and if you don't like it, oh well."
Right.
And if you're offended, oh well, because it's comedy, it's jokes, it's supposed to be that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, and I think, and so Phil said Sam Kinison, and I think Sam Kinison is funny. I think some of those guys, Sam Kinison's one, and I think a couple of them too, were kind of pushing the boundaries to see how kind of raunchy they could be.
How much they could get away with.
Yep. Yeah. Same with Jackie Gleason. Jackie Gleason too. And I think that they were, I'm not saying that those guys weren't funny, and I'm not saying that they didn't play a really good niche, but I think, to me, and as a social aspect, in the social aspect of things, Andrew Dice Clay was funny, but he also was one of those guys who really was kind of more of a shock jock. You know what I mean? Kind of I almost like a Howard Stern, like entertaining and funny, but kind of almost just, let's see what I can get away with. Where
see buttons I can push and not get unplugged kind of thing.
Yep. But you look at like Robin Williams, like I go back to Robin Williams, and I really, his outlook on the social pulse of what was happening in the country and the direction that we were going. I think he was really spot on about that, and was really smart about the kind of macronomics of everything that was going on in the world. And like I said, those people, like, Lenny Bruce really did. They really was on the kind of in that cutting edge. Richard Pryor. I think a lot of comedians now, someone like I think if you didn't have a Richard Pryor, you couldn't have a Dave Chappelle.
Oh God, no.
You know what I mean? If you didn't have a Richard Pryor, you couldn't have an Andrew Dice Clay or even a Robin Williams. I think a Robin Williams or a George Carlin, both of them would have really struggled without that kind of taking comedy from something that was just entertaining and turning it into something that could kind of steer social norms.
Yep. It was comedy that was very thought provoking.
Yep, it was. Yep.
Made you think. I mean, Carlin's whole thing on the word fuck alone was like the different ways you use it, depending on the inflection of your voice and this and that and that. I mean, he made you think.
Yep.
But he was funny at the same time. So it was entertainment with education, kind of,
Yep. Well, and like Dave Cunningham said, Mork from Ork is where Robin Williams got popular. It is, but it's one of those things where you look at guys, we'll go with basically any comedic star, right? We'll take fucking Ben Stiller or something. You know what I mean? Started out as a stand-up comedian, Jerry Seinfeld, like all these guys started out as stand-up comedians, and they, Dennis Miller too. All those guys were stand-up comedians. Bill Maher. Look at Bill Maher. Bill Maher has his show now, and he still goes and does stand-up in Vegas like every fucking weekend. You know what I mean? Like all these guys, fucking Jon Stewart. You know what I mean? They have these kind of political views, and they're kind of, Jon Stewart, I would fucking love to sit down. I wish we get Jon Stewart on this show. That'd be great. I would love to be able to sit down with him. He has done, if you want somebody who has put his money where his mouth is when it comes to helping 9/11 survivors and veterans and all these other groups, fucking, he's on it, man.
Definitely.
He's on it. Jon Stewart has, when he left The Daily Show and started kind of on his crusades to help the 9/11 survivors and help veterans he's a big reason we got the PACT Act.
Yeah. He pushed for that.
Yep. So, I mean, he didn't, and it didn't take any money. He went and did what was right because it was right. And that is, poof, there's very few people in Hollywood or in that sphere of influence at all. About the only time they stand up for anything is when they're being attacked. You know what I mean? Or they're afraid they're going to lose their job.
They know they're going to make $1 off of it.
Yep. And Jon Stewart did it because it was the right thing to do. And so, but yeah, I mean, you look at Dennis Miller, you look at Bill Maher, and I remember, God, fucking Bill Maher used to be like the furthest left of anybody could be. I remember when he was like openly talking about smoking marijuana, when it was like nobody openly talked about smoking marijuana, even like fucking, they're like, no, Jimi Hendrix smokes marijuana and that's it, kind of, you know what I mean? Like,
or Cheech and Chong.
It was Cheech and Chong's and Jimi Hendrix. It wasn't actor. It wasn't somebody that you saw on television every night. And he was like, no. And he was like the spokesman for the left for a long time. Now he's like middle of the road. But here's the thing, his actually, when I look at Bill Maher, and honestly, his stance hasn't changed much. It's how our political spectrum has changed that brought him in the fucking middle. You know what I mean?
So just the outlook of everything put him more from being far left to being more middle of the road.
Yep. Yeah. He's kind of a centrist now, which is whatever. I mean, like I said, his ideas haven't changed. What he preaches hasn't changed. It's just that now you've got... Now you've got a AOC on one end that's super far left, and you've got a Marjorie Taylor Greene who's super far right, and he's in the middle saying, y'all are both crazy.
And they are. Mm-hmm. I agree.
So, I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I just, man, it's fucking it. But when you look at those guys, and, you know, a lot of them are passed away now, or, you know, kind of out of the spotlight, out of the limelight a little bit, that it just really does make you think, like I said, you know, looking back at like Eddie Murphy's career and how, you know, he takes on like Richard Pryor, who, like I said, he kicked those doors down for those guys, especially I think for black comedians. And I, you know, I really feel like, you know, they needed that. You know, and he was there at the right time with the right message.
Become what they became if people like Richard Pryor and Eddie Murphy hadn't been there.
Right. Yep. So, yeah, I don't know. SNL. Someone brought up SNL. You know what? SNL is so weird to me because over the years, Saturday Night Live has had.
I'm not so sure about it, and now recently it's starting to get good again.
Yep. I think SNL rotates through their staff and their writers and everything. I really do. There's things about SNL that are funny to me still, and there's things about SNL that are just
cringeworthy.
We were just taught, and this is where I have issue with things like SNL and all of the late night host. Someone like you know, I really feel like at some point I'm done with the politics.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
A lot more every year.
Yep. And it's just,
keep bringing it more and more in.
And I think SNL has done it, and maybe that's why I think it's funny. Well, and here's the thing is they still attack Trump. I'm not gonna say they don't attack Trump and the right wingers, but the Trump and the white wingers give them plenty to attack. But they're also
they do stuff that's fun to make fun of.
Yep. But when you fucking listen to some of those late night hosts, and it's just bash. I'm like, fuck, dude. Like, you gotta quit, man. It just sounds like it's just 15 minutes. Their opening monologue is just 10, 15 minutes of the host just bashing fucking Trump and the right wing arm of the country. And it's like, man, you gotta stop. You gotta stop. Because you're just sowing hate now. You know, we talked a little bit earlier about Robin Williams and Richard Pryor and them kind of having some social influence. Like these new guys have just taken it to another level, and I don't know what to do with it. But anyway,
I'm just tired of listening about politics in general. So that's just me.
Yeah, Holly's right. Everything was better before the elites got a hold of the media. Yep. JT, again, cocaine dominated SNL. Yep.
Yep.
But you know what? I do like watching the Weekend. I like the guys on the Weekend Update now. I think it's funny. I laugh at them. They
Those
are
two that write jokes for each other.
Yes, that's fucking hilarious. God, that's funny.
Yeah, they are, and the looks on their faces when they have to read the other person's shit that they wrote for them is just.
Yeah.
And that poor white boy that's married to Scarlett Johansson, he just looks so pure and innocent, and then he has to read that stuff, and that just makes it 10 times funnier.
Right. It does. It makes it really good.
Oh, it's so good. I do watch that.
Yeah.
That one's one of my funniest bits. But I just wait until it comes out on YouTube and watch the bits and pieces so I don't have to watch the other crap.
Yeah, I don't have any desire to watch the other crap, so. But anyway, we've been going a little over an hour. I'm thinking about wrapping her up.
All right. Well, it takes us a good 20 minutes to wrap her up, so.
Right, it does. Poor white boy, right? So next week, and I just found out, I didn't just find out, I got reminded of it tonight. I will not be here next week. Next week's the 1st, right? I will not be here next week.
Yeah, next week's the 1st.
Yep. So I will not be here next week. Jonah has his confirmation stuff on next Wednesday, so I won't be here.
Maybe I'll get with Boss and see if Boss or someone else wants to head it up with me.
Yeah. We may do that.
Push the buttons and then do that. We'll see.
Yeah, I'm down for that. I just can't be here. Like, what would be cool? And I know that neither one of you are really button pushers, but if you and Spanky,
if I had the ability to push buttons, I would.
Yep.
But I don't have. No one's given me the knowledge.
Yeah.
I just know to hit okay, join with the camera.
Sometimes, maybe when we get a chance, if you're winding things down at work a little bit and I have a day, we should get together and get this.
Yeah, because now that my work schedule is shifting since we're done with the property, I'll have some time off. So once you get some slow time, let me know, and we can always work it so then on the times when you can't be here, I can push buttons. So.
Yep.
Yeah, that works for me.
So, yeah, but Phil said you and Spanky, and when I was thinking about that, you and Spanky would be good to have a show together.
I would love to do a show with the Spankster.
Yep, that'd be fun. I think an all girl show would be fun to watch. So, but anyway, so do we have any guests coming up?
We do have some guests coming up. So Friday night, Freedom, we have Brandon, and I'm sure I'm going to mispronounce his last name. Well, maybe it's just Hart. It has a couple double T's in there. So I'm not 100% sure. Yeah, Brandon Hart, it looks like. And he hails from Stanley County, North Carolina. He is one of 8 children raised in a very devout Christian home, apparently. He is a creative artist who strives to stay true to himself in his music. He plays guitar, piano, banjo, sitar, harmonica, bass drum, bass guitar, and he plays a lot of music, and he is going to be on there Friday. He's kind of a cross between Waylon Jennings, Elvis Presley, and the Beach Boys. So they'll have him on Friday Night Freedom. Then on Tuesday, they have the guest, and it is the creator, The Game of Ham, and The Game of Ham is a board game. Mm-hmm. Game of Ham, and they will be on there with them on Pop Culture on Tuesday night. And as of now, we have a guest to be determined, so it's just kind of hanging open. I don't know if we're going to have somebody or not. It says we might possibly, so...
Oh, next week?
Yeah, it's got a guest to be determined.
Oh,
so we'll be here some way or another with somebody if we do get a guest booked.
Phil said, "Don't we have the country do coming up?" Well, no, dude, he had to cancel tonight.
Yeah, he canceled tonight, so we don't know.
Postponed for tonight. So, hopefully we'll get a redo with it. So, but we'll figure that shit out later. So
yeah.
But yeah, so you guys, we've been listening to The Smoke Pit with her TZ, me Radar. We are here every Wednesday, right here. Same bat time, same bat channel. Tomorrow night is Thursday for the Sergeant's Time. Spanky and I will be doing all things sergeanting. Big Army, National Guard, reserves, retirees, talking about all good things Army. That will be tomorrow night on Thursday, same time right here. Friday is Friday Night Freedom with the guest. Saturday is Donza Day of no spanky activities. We'll be hanging out, doing nothing, everything. You just left. All right, I guess TC said bye. See you. Anyway,
we have can you still hear me?
Yeah, I can still hear you, but you are
okay. We are getting a storm rolling through, so that may be what cut my camera out. I don't know.
Okay,
I'm back.
Anyway, yep, you're back. Let's see. Sunday night's the sports bar with the actual King Smith and Coach. They'll be doing all kinds of fun stuff down there. They'll be talking about some. It's getting the WNBA starting pretty quick. I know that everyone's super excited about that. And I got some NHL playoffs coming up. Got some NBA playoffs will be starting soon. Baseballs are rolling. Sports, man.
Go Rangers.
And then Monday's the Monday edition. Ice will be bringing you all kinds of Ice and Massey. No, it's not Massey anymore. It's Ice and Mom, right? Ice and Mom, I
think. Yeah. Ice and Mom.
Ice and Mom will be bringing you some current event stuff. Tuesday is Friday Night Freedom on fucking Tuesday. Jesus Christ. Oh, I'm new here. It's my first day. Radar does need a nap. Tuesday's Pop Culture Warrior with CQ, and their fucking fine guests. Man, they've been getting some great guests lately. Jelly.
He really, really has.
Yep.
Some great guests, for sure.
Yep. And he's been doing lots of fun stuff, so good for him. And then coming back to us next week, I won't be here. If we have a guest, we'll try to get someone else, or we may take a week off, or maybe Ice, or maybe I can teach TZ how to do it real quick.
Come on in, and I'll take the lead. I have no problem with that.
That'd be cool.
I got talk about.
That'd be cool. If you, we should run it by Boss Man, see if we can get you and Spanky on here. There's actually quite a bit of stuff you got to learn how to do, though, and I don't know if you have the stuff. We'll figure it out. We'll talk about it. So
we'll talk about it, and even if Boss can three-way us.
Yeah. Oh, you and Spanky and Ice? Oh my God, that'd be an awesome show. I'll record it. I'll record it. That'd be amazing.
Yeah, that would be great.
That'd be a good one. I will be jelly. I'll be jelly. It'll be the best smoke pit ever is the one I'm not on.
No, never.
Oh shit. But anyway, all right.
Tonight.
Yeah, it was a good time.
Food too much, because usually we find out about food and we just start talking about food. We're pretty good tonight. Thank you, everybody. I loved all your comments and the whole conversation about comedians. That was really nice. I enjoyed tonight. Thank you, guys.
Yeah, it's been great. So, I think the NFL draft starts tomorrow. Oh man, oof.
Ooh.
That's gonna be exciting.
I won't be. I don't care. It's whatever.
Oh shit. All right, well, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna listen to some Humbletown Band on the way out. It's gonna be gonna have a special stinger in there before we go too. So I want to appreciate everybody, coming out tonight. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for being here, David, Phil, Dick, Curtis, everybody. JT, thanks for being here, buddy. It's been Holly.
50-year-old out there.
Yep. So Holly, thanks for being here, everybody. It's been a great show.
Yeah.
Thanks for, and we'll be back next week with some kind of show. So, all right, everyone, have a good night.
Take care.
All right, shots.
Everything stated on WTF Nation Radio is to be considered the opinion of the person that stated it, and not an official representation of WTF Nation Radio or U.S. Army WTF Moments.
Price does not include tax, title, or license. Some assembly required. Each item sold separately. Batteries not included. Objects in mirror are closer than they appear. If conditions persist, contact a physician. Individual results may vary. Keep out of the reach of children. Avoid prolonged exposure to direct sunlight. Keep in a cool, dark place. And
please enjoy the show. Shots.
Hey, this is SEAC retired John Wayne Troxel. You're listening to WTF Nation Radio, the station of choice for all of the badass MFers on the planet.
The voice of U.S. Army, WTF Moments. This is WTF Nation Radio.
Winners go.
Thank you.